I've just finished an advisory board session here with our members of the Clever Bunch, and I was reviewing one of our members' meta advertising, Facebook and Instagram, and in particular, we were looking into their audiences, into the targeting, and figuring out which audience is getting them the best results. And for this particular business, it's a consultancy, and they're targeting business owners. And we have found that the 1% lookalike audiences are performing the best. And this is really good information for them to know and for you to know about your business, because then you can put more money behind those audiences to get better results. Now, I want to quickly break down the targeting in meta advertising, but you can use this on various platforms. And I want to make it super simple and start with 3 audiences first that you can test, and then overlay those with 2 more. Now, the first audience is a custom audience that you want to test. A custom audience is an audience that has already interacted with your business. So they may have come to your website, maybe they've engaged with your Facebook page or your Instagram page, maybe they've watched some of your videos, maybe you even have a customer list from your CRM that you can upload. That's a custom audience. And that's obviously very, very targeted. Now, some businesses don't have a big enough audience to just focus on that. And that's where the second type of audience comes in super handy. The one that I mentioned for this consultancy, and that is lookalike audiences. So custom audiences first. Now from your custom audience, you build your lookalike audiences. And lookalike audiences are exactly what the name says. They look alike your custom audience. So you may upload, say, for example, your database, your entire database. Let's say you have 10,000 people. You upload them, and these are great people because they've either bought from you or are prospects. They've shown interest. Now you tell Facebook that you want to create a lookalike audience of this very cool audience that you already have, so that you can target them. And you can choose how lookalike you want them to be. 1% lookalike, which is very, very lookalike, or 10% lookalike, which means a bit broader. And Facebook then creates these lookalike audiences that you can target. We use this function really successfully across multiple businesses. So definitely try the lookalike audience. The third one is interest-based audiences. Interest-based audiences are, as the name also suggests, audiences based on their interests, on their activities. So you can choose, type in anything in there. You can say you want to have people who are interested in tennis or who are interested, maybe they have a hobby, golfing or anything, surfing, they're interested in specific magazines, reading, anything. You can type it in there and it will have a drop down for you. And that can work really well too, interest-based audiences, even people that are interested in business, whatever your audience is. And that is why it's so important for you to understand your audiences. I can't stress this enough. We'll talk about that in another video. Now, still keeping it simple, let's overlay. There's 2 more audiences that you can use, that you can overlay on top of the first 3, the custom, lookalike, and interest-based audiences. You can now overlay those with 1, your demographic targeting, and I would always do that. Demographic targeting is gender. So you might say, I only want to target men or only women, or their occupation or their age. You definitely want to pick an age if you know what your ideal audience is, or their relationship status, or their education level of education. So you can overlay one of your audiences with your demographic targeting. Second overlay that I like to do is geographic. So first demographic, age, gender, etc. Second one is now geographic. So where are your ideal audiences located? Do you want to target all of Australia or all of the world, US, or a specific area? Do you want to target San Diego or Seattle? Where do you want to target people geographically? Really important for most businesses to start somewhere, and usually the best place to start is where you're located, and not going to a huge market unless you have a huge budget. That's it. I hope this is super helpful and just clarifies things, keeps it super simple. I know there's a lot of information out there that is just a bit confusing for people, so just breaking it down into very simple to understand ways is what we're passionate about here at Basic Banana. So hopefully this is helpful. If it is, feel free to share this with a business owner, friend, anyone who can use this information. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.